All content is publicly sourced and used under the USA Fair Use and UK Fair Dealing Guidelines. The things I say are strictly my opinion. Good afternoon, everyone. The Bizzy Bee with the royalty. I hope you're all having a wonderful July the 21st. A little cartoon of King John. I wanted to ask you all, I was considering doing my live stream. I have everything I need to make my fabulous disguise now. So I was thinking about doing it this Friday about 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which would be 11 p.m. or 2300 hours UK time. I don't know if that's good for all of you. That's probably a little too late, so anytime Saturday or Sunday would also be good because I'm off work those days. Just let me know in the comments below what you all prefer. For today's minute of history, I have Philippa, Queen Consort of Edward III, and that is quite a striking coat of arms she has, if I do say so myself. Her tenure as Queen Consort, the 24th of January, 1328, to the 15th of August, 1369. Philippa influenced King Edward to take interest in the nation's commercial expansion. She did not alienate the English people by retaining her foreign retinue upon her marriage, something that Elizabeth Woodville, after she married Edward IV and she became Queen Consort, she brought her whole family with her and they were all promoted, which caused a lot of problems. Not so much with Philippa. Philippa gave birth to 13 children and outlived 8 of them. 13 children. Can any of you imagine that? That would be something. Well, it wouldn't be so much in a large castle with a huge team of people to watch after them, but in a 3-bedroom house in the suburbs, I couldn't even. On the 15th of August, 1369, of course I'm an only child, so I couldn't imagine having another child in the house. Philippa died of an illness similar to edema in Windsor Castle. She was about 56 years old. She's buried at Westminster Abbey, and the Queen's College at Oxford is named after Philippa. It was founded in 1341 by one of her chaplains, Robert de Egglesfield, in her honor. I wanted to ask everyone, any of you know what this is? Elizabeth I wears these in quite a few of her portraits, these things behind her head there. I was wondering if any of you know what they're called. I was trying to Google that and find out, but I didn't see it anywhere. I wanted to share this article with you. I couldn't do this video tonight. I have several things to do when I get off work this evening, so I'm doing this on my lunch break. I thought it was too important to wait. And it just so happens that there was an advertisement about bunions in this article about meggers. So, what a coincidence, everybody. Campaigners report Prince Harry, and I'll link this in the description below from the Daily Mail, and Meghan Markle's charity for conflicts of interest, inappropriate use of funds, and lack of independence. Campaigners have reported that H&M's Sussex Royal Charity for conflicts of interest, inappropriate use of funds, and a lack of independence. An anti-royal campaign group, Republic, flagged both Sussex Royal and the Royal Foundation, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's organization, to the Charity Commission. The group alleges that funds have been transferred from one group to another, and the only rationale for the decision was the personal relationship between the two patrons, Harry and William. They claim the Royal Foundation gave £145,000 as a grant to Sussex Royal and £144,901 to Travelist, the Prince's ecotourism scheme. Sounds like some shady dealings. I would hate to think that William was involved in some kind of scheme like this. It's just beyond belief. The Duke of Cambridge, William. It just boggles my mind. I can't believe that he would be involved in something like this. Giving that much money over to Harry, and for what? Is it a bribe to keep Meghan silent on what she knows or what they both know, and they're going to give Oprah the big tell-all interview, so they have to funnel this money to Harry's charity to keep these two silent? What's going on with this? William, don't tell me he's a part of this, everybody. The Royal Foundation was formed in 2009 as a vessel for both Harry and William to pursue their charitable aims. Their respective wives came aboard as patrons upon their marriages. the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's own charity, formed after they split the household from that of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge in 2019. Remember in 2019 when Meghan had Harry split up the charity? They're no longer a part of the Royal Foundation. Of course, they have Sussex Royal. Well, not anymore, it's Archewell, which they didn't file the papers on, etc., etc. Earlier this month, it was reported that Sussex Royal was shut down following the Queen's decision that H&M can no longer use the word royal in their branding. Republic CEO Graham Smith wrote in a letter to the Charity Commission, "I am writing to lodge a formal complaint against the Royal Foundation and Sussex Royal. These two charities appear to be in breach of guidelines regarding the proper use of charitable funds and may be failing in their duty to act independently and solely in the interest of their objectives." The Royal Foundation gave a grant of $145 to Sussex Royal, $144 to a non-charitable organization, Travellist. In both instances, it appears the only rationale was the personal relationship between the two patrons, Harry and William. Neither patrons are trustees of the Royal Foundation, so there is also a question mark over the independence of the trustees of the Royal Foundation. Wow, you guys, if Harry goes to jail or Meghan goes over this scheme, then oh my goodness, wouldn't that be something? Well, we know that Harry's used to free government housing, 3 hots and a cot, but it's not the 3 hots and a cot that he's used to. And I don't know if Meghan's ever been to jail or not. I don't think so, but it's definitely not like Tyler Perry's house. Oh, she would have a rude awakening in store. Sussex Royal has since decided to close, and it's reported that they will transfer all funds to Travellist. It's a personal decision by the trustee, Harry, to fund another of his projects rather than to ensure the funds are being used for the purposes for which they were donated. I would argue that these grants fall within the definition of a person or organization receiving significant financial benefit from a charity or a charity not following the law with damaging consequences to its reputation and public trust in charities generally. Exactly, if all charities behave like this, then who would donate to them anymore? The decision to transfer funds from Royal Foundation to Sussex was taken by the former's Board of Trustees. Speaking today, he said, "Maybe I'm missing something here, but I find it difficult to believe that a charity making an independent and impartial decision would decide to make these payments. The Royal Foundation has lost almost £300,000 to Prince Harry's pet projects. Harry's own charity is now closing, and he appears to be taking the charity's money with him. I can't see how this isn't a breach of charity law." Broken law? Off to jail with Harry. They'll have to get him back in the UK first, though. Whatever the legal position, this looks unethical and underhanded. Please donate money to a charity. People donate money to a charity, expecting it to be used to fund the charity's objectives, not to be given away to support a patron's other projects. So it goes on to say that H&M filed official paperwork with Companies House to dissolve their Royal Foundation, Sussex Royal, in July as they shift their focus to Travellist, reports suggest. The company, which has been set up independently, hopes to help the hard-hit tourism industry. Travellist, led by Harry, brought together some of the biggest operators in the travel industry to help travelers pick low-carbon options more easily and choose destinations that will have more benefit to local communities. A Royal Foundation spokesperson said, The grants made to Sussex Royal were to support the charitable work of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to keep their mouth shut about what they know. They were fully in line with governance requirements and were reported transparently. I wanted to share this with you all, but I don't think I have time, so I'll do it in the next one. It just talks about, it's from Tumblr. It's a person on there called Megan the Dutch of Pit Stains. The video from the 2018 Ascot, where Harry was handing out trophies, something about how Meghan hates being out of control. It makes her feel uncomfortable. She has to have something to control to make her feel comfortable. You can pause it and read it, but I'll cover it in the next video. I promise. A few comments from the last video about the Westminster Bells. Meghan's positive energy? What? Positive? Mary says. I responded, Mary, Meggers has tested positive for a variety. Sue said, how long is Tyler Perry going to let them squat in his house? I think it's time for him to give them an eviction notice. They've had more than enough time to find another place. Squatter's rights, Sue, I responded. And I Googled that after I responded. How long till squatter's rights in California? Well, 5 years, everybody. So it's been about 4 or 5 months now, so about 4.5 years left. Elizabeth Branch, she's full of something, but it's not positive energy. I agree completely, 100%. She's full of something. And I wouldn't say it's something that smells good when it comes out. Catherine said, Megan is pushing 50. She sure is, and that's not all she's pushing. She's pushing my buttons. Carrie Laish says, how about we play megxit, the world's tiniest violin? Yes, I'm going to take my lessons right now. Change for the better? Last duty? I don't understand. Just to wear new clothes and enter the cathedral is a public service? I'm Squirrel. Number 9. Yes, she keeps up with this vegan mess and that, but she keeps up with vegan this and that, but says her and Harry were roasting a chicken when he proposed. This does not match. Car lover? That's why the royal family should not trust Harry. Who knows what evil intentions she has put in his heart. As for ringing the bells for Meghan, yeah, right, in her ears to mute her sound. L.Y.? Why would Meghan get a ring? She hates the royals. I think they should exclude her once and for all. Maya Almond? Doesn't Harry know how to fly a helicopter? Harry barely knows how to tie his shoes, 12 Betty F says. They're always Velcro. You know, after I read that comment, I remembered something. When I was in kindergarten, they taught us how to tie our shoes. So maybe when Archofficial starts the kindergarten, he can come home and teach he can come home and teach Daddy Harry how to tie his shoe. Michu Lee says, birthday presents for the yacht girl, stripping the royal title, Commonwealth Trust, vice presidency, and other links and Charles funding. Deborah Ann, Lily Munster looks better than Meghan Markle, LOL. And Lucrezia 1955, Meghan is unworthy of emptying Morticia Adams' chamber pot. Hazel says, nope, Harry is as thick as 2 short planks. What did we learn today, everyone? Well, the first thing we learned, it is completely coincidental that Bunyan adverts appear on the Daily Mail's Meghan Markle stories. Number 2, after the investigation wraps up, Smegs will have more alone time for political talks with Hillary than she could have hoped for, as they will be sharing the same cell. Number 3 thing that we learned, hopefully just Harry will just hang on to the soap tight enough so there will be no unfortunate soap dropping episodes while in the prison shower. It is widely known that big buff prison daddies love a ginger. And one with an accent too? Ooh, honey. Number 4, Megasaurus must control everything and everyone around her to feel comfortable, so say some people. Well, Meggers said that is completely untrue, and she knows that you are going to agree with her, or she will feel very threatened and leave. Oh, too bad. Number 5, Mooching Meg has so much positive it is running out of her ears. Positive test results for things you need to clear up before you can safely resume intimate time with others. Number 6, Ms. Merkel is pushing many things. Harry around, her luck, all the wrong buttons, and 50. The 7th thing we learned, the Bizzy Bee is currently learning to play the world's tiniest violin so he can play for the Duchess of Bunions. Number 8, it is a public service that megalomaniac is keeping all her clothes on and not spreading whatever she has around. 9, the only ring MM is going to receive is the one from Halfwit Harry's hands around her neck when he finally comes to his senses and has had enough. Or maybe the ring on her phone from Prince Harry calling to say it's over if he can get away from her long enough. When Archofficial starts to school, he will be able to teach Harry to tie his shoelaces. 11. Smegs is unworthy of emptying chamber pots because she is more low down, dirty, and wretched than what is found in a chamber pot. And number 12. Harry is as shallow as soup in a saucer. There's my information. If you want to leave me a tip, greatly appreciated. If you would like to send my dogs presents or whatever, I'm going to check my P.O. box for the first time later today. There's my P.O. box. There's the 3 ladies and the 1 gentleman. And thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification button. Also, please tell your friends about